I call this Your Life is Still Rolling. Good afternoon, Illinois Media School family, staff, faculty, proud parents, loved ones, and most importantly, you guys, the graduating class. First, let me say this. It is truly an honor to be standing here before you today, not because I have everything figured out, not because my road has been perfect, but because I know what it feels like to sit where you are sitting right now. Excited, nervous, grateful, hopeful, and maybe just wondering what happens after this. And I want to tell you something from my heart that feels normal. Because life after school is not always a straight road. Sometimes life is like a production day where the time changes, the camera battery dies, the audio has interference, the lighting is not right, the client changes their mind, and somehow you still have to make it work. But that is what media teaches us. Media teaches us how to adjust, how to listen. Media teaches us how to see what others miss. Media teaches us how to tell the truth with creativity, purpose, and heart. And today, as you step into the next chapter of your life, I want you to remember this. Your life is still rolling. The camera has not cut. The scene is still being written. And you are not just graduating from the Illinois Media School. You're stepping into your own production. When I think about media, I think about frame rates. Some of you know this. Hopefully you guys do. We talk about 24 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and 60 frames per second. 24 frames per second gives us cinema. It gives us that movie look, that dream-like motion, that feeling that we are watching, that what we are watching is bigger than just a regular moment. And in life, you will need that 24 frames per second. You need vision. You need imagination. You need the ability to see your life as something bigger than what you first started. Before I worked at Harpo Studios, before I had the blessing of being connected with Oprah Winfrey's world of storytelling, before Stories of Savor became a company, I first had to believe that my life had value beyond what I could see in the moment. I had to believe that God had placed something in me that was worth developing. And graduates, that is where it begins. Before the world claps for you, before the job comes, before the opportunity opens, before the big break happens, you have to carry a picture inside of you that says, I was created for something. Not arrogance, not pride, but purpose. Then we have 30 frames per second. That's television, that's news, that's broadcasting, that is the pace of information. It is clear, it's direct, it is present. And in life, you need 30 frames per second too. You need discipline, you need consistency, you need to show up on time, you need to learn how to communicate, you need to tell the truth, you need to understand that somebody is depending on your voice, your camera, your edit, your direction, your professionalism, and your preparation. Because talent may get you noticed, but character keeps you in the room. I'll say it one more time. Talent may get you noticed, but character keeps you in the room. When I was at Harpo Studios, I learned that excellence was not just about being gifted. It was about being prepared. It was about listening. It was about respecting the process. It was about understanding that every role matters. The person holding the camera matters. The person logging footage matters. The person editing late at night matters. The person wrapping cables matters. The person asking the interview question matters. The person making sure the audio is clean matters. Do not ever despise the small roles, because sometimes a small role is training you for the big responsibility. I did not start at the top. Not many people do. You may start by carrying gear. You may start by setting up lights. You may start by editing someone else's project. You may start by taking a job that does not look like your dream. But if you honor the assignment in front of you, God can use it to prepare you for the assignment ahead of you. Then there's 60 frames per second. Now, 60 frames per second is smoother, it's sharper, and it gives you that crisp look. And it may create a bigger file, but it also captures more detail. And that's life too. The more you grow, the more responsibility you carry, the bigger the dream, the bigger the file, the greater the calling, the greater the discipline required. Everybody wants the crisp look, but not everybody wants that big file. Everybody wants the platform, but not everybody wants the preparation. Everybody wants the highlight reel, but not everybody wants the practice. Everybody wants the applause, but not everybody wants the sacrifice. But greatness does require something from you. Michael Jordan didn't become Michael Jordan just because he had talent. He became Michael Jordan because he had work ethic, he had hunger, focus, a standard that would not allow him to settle. And I believe that is a message for every graduate here in this room. Do not settle. Do not settle for almost. Do not settle for good enough when excellence is calling your name. Do not settle for being around negative people who drain your vision. Do not settle for living beneath the gift God placed inside of you. But also remember this: greatness is not just about what you accomplish for yourself. True greatness is about who you lift along the way. I love the game of basketball. And one of the most important positions on the court is the point guard position. The point guard has to see the floor. The point guard may be looking one way, but they still have to know what happens behind them. They have to anticipate movement. They have to protect the ball. They have to know when to pass, when to slow it down, when to push the pace, and when to take the shot. Life will require you to be a point guard. You cannot just look at what is directly in front of you. You have to see the whole floor. You have to pay attention to the people around you. You have to know who is helping you, when, and who is pulling you out of your position. And sometimes you have to be like a quarterback too. A quarterback cannot panic just because pressure is coming. A quarterback must read the defense, must protect the team, make decisions under pressure, and still deliver the ball where it needs to go. Graduates, pressure will come. Bills will come. Doubt will come. Rejection will come. People may not call you back. The job you wanted may not open right away. The industry may test your patience. Life may hit you harder than you expected. But please don't drop the ball. Keep your vision. Keep your faith. Keep your integrity. Keep your integrity, and keep moving. And when you make it through, do not forget to reach back. Be someone's fork in the road lifter. There will be someone coming behind you who is standing at a crossroad. They may be one conversation away from quitting, one rejection away from giving up, one hardship away from believing they're not good enough. And your story, your encouragement, your example, your kindness, your willingness to open a door may be the very thing that helps them keep going. That's legacy. Legacy is not just what people say about you when you're gone. Legacy is what people can become because you showed up while you were here. When I think about legacy, I think about my children. I think about my 4-year-old, my 6-year-old, and my 8-year-old. I think about the world they are going to grow up in, and I think about what I want them to see when they look at their dad. I do not want them to only see a man who worked. I want them to see a man who believed, a man who served, a man who fell down and got back up, a man who trusted God when the road was unclear, a man who tried to use his gifts to help others grow. Because at the end of the day, what we build should not end with us. Your diploma today is not just a piece of paper. It is responsibility. It says you learned something. It says you endured something. It says you finished something. It says you are ready to take what you have learned and bring it to this world. But now you must decide what kind of story you are going to tell. Your life. Will your story be about fear? Or will it be about faith? Will it be about excuses? Or will it be about execution? Will it be about waiting for someone to give you permission? Or will it be about stepping forward with humility, wisdom, and very importantly, courage? Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream, but he also had conviction. He had a voice, but he also had sacrifice. He understood that a dream without action is only a thought. A vision without courage is only a wish. So my challenge today for you all is simple. Dream, but do not just dream. Move. Believe, but do not just believe. Move. Pray, but do not just pray. Prepare. Learn, but do not stop learning just because school is ended. The world needs more truth. The world needs more storytelling with integrity. The world needs more creators who care. The world needs more leaders who understand that media is not just about lights, cameras, and views. Media is influence. What you create can inspire somebody. What you film can preserve history. What you edit can shift perspective. What you broadcast can inform a community. What you post can reach someone you have never, ever met. So take it seriously. As you leave here, remember your 24 frames per second. Keep your vision cinematic. Remember your 30 frames per second. Stay consistent, clear, and ready. Remember your 60 frames per second. Understand that greater clarity requires greater responsibility. Be the point guard. Be the quarterback. See the floor. Breathe the field. Protect your purpose. Pass when it's time to pass. Shoot when it's time to shoot. Lead when it's time to lead. And when God opens the door, walk through it with gratitude. Graduates, your life is still rolling. The camera has not cut. The final scene has not been written. The best part of your story may not be behind you. It may be standing right in front of you. So go create with purpose. Go serve with humility. Go lead with courage. Go build with integrity. Go tell stories that matter. And when life gets hard, when the lights feel dim, when the audio gets noisy, when the scene does not go as planned, remember this. You are not finished. You're not forgotten. And you are not here by accident. God has given you breath, gifts, visions, and opportunity. Now it's your responsibility to make the next frame count. Congratulations, Illinois Media School graduates. Your life is still rolling. Now go make a story worth saving. Thank you very much, guys.